Jai Hind to everyone. My name is Mili Srivastava and from Ajay Kumar Garg Engineering College, and today I am going to discuss about HTML, Hypertext Markup Language, and introduction of Hypertext Markup Language. So what is HTML? In introduction part of HTML, what is HTML? First of all, HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language, and it is used for designing any web pages. So HTML is a standard markup language for creating web pages, and HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. HTML describes the structure of a web page. Whatever we require, we need to discuss. We need to summarize that HTML page according to our requirements. So HTML consists of series of elements also, and in HTML elements tell the browser how to display the content in whatever what the part we required, that part, and that browser HTML, with the help of HTML we can browse that how to display the content, and the HTML with the help of HTML elements or tags, we can label pieces of content such as many content, such as this is heading, this is link, and this is paragraph, and whatever we need to whatever we need to describe in that page, we can do that with the help of HTML coding. So in hypertext markup language, basically, hypertext markup language is a computer language that makes up most web pages and online applications. With the help of hypertext, this is a text that is used to reference other piece of text, while a markup language is a series of marking that tells web servers the styles and structure of a document. Main part is this structure of any document, and basically HTML is not considered as a programming language, as it can't create dynamic functionality. Because of dynamic functionality, we can't HTML is not considered as a programming language. Instead, with HTML, web users can create and structure sections, paragraphs, and links using elements, tags, and attributes. So here are some of the most common uses for HTML. There is some basic uses of HTML, that is web development. In any web development case, developers use HTML code to design how a browser displays web page elements, and such as text, hyperlinks, and media files, images. A lot of things we can insert with the help of HTML coding. Now, internet navigation. In internet navigations, user can easily navigate and insert links between related pages and websites, as HTML is heavily used to embedded hyperlinks. With the help of hyperlinks and connect that embedded hyperlinks, you can easily navigate and insert links between related pages and website, as HTML is heavily used to embedded hyperlinks. Next is web documentation. In web documentation, there is also HTML plays very useful and important role. That is, HTML makes it possible to organize and format documents similarly to Microsoft Word. In case of Microsoft Word, HTML makes it possible to organize and format documents similarly to Microsoft Word. Next part is, how does HTML works? HTML, the average website includes several different HTML pages. For instance, a home page, an about page, and a contact page would all have separate HTML files. So HTML documents are files that end with a .html or .htm extension. A web browser reads the HTML file and renders its content so that internet users can view it. Next is In case of HTML, all HTML pages have a series of HTML elements consisting of a set of tags and attributes, in which HTML elements are building blocks of a web pages. Different web pages, a tag tells that particular tag tells that the web browser where an element begins and ends, whereas an attribute describes and characteristics of an element. These there are we can use there are so many attributes by which we can describe of an element, any paragraphing tags, whatever we require. And all HTML documents must start with a document type declaration, that is doc type. So there are some predefined tags by which we can design our HTML page or web page. So that is opening tag. First of all, whenever we start to code any HTML page, used to state where an element starts to take effect. The tag is wrapped with an opening and closing angle brackets. This is opening and closing angle brackets, which is shown as this. So, for example, use the start tag P, that P is denotes for paragraph to create a paragraph. Next is content, the same as the opening tag, but with a forward slash before the element name. This is basically in content, this is the output that other users see. And the next is closing tag. So, if we define any paragraph, so start with P, and it is mandatory, it is required that we also need to close this tag also. So whenever we need to close this tag, we use this slash. So in closing tag, the same as the opening tag, but with a forward slash, that is forward slash. This is forward slash before the element name. For example, this to end a paragraph. Next is this paragraph. This is how we add a paragraph in HTML and just close. So this line, this is how you add a paragraph in HTML. This shows a as a paragraph. Now, another critical part of an HTML element is its attributes, which has two sections, a name and attribute value. There are two sections. Basically, first is name and the second is attribute value. The name identifies the additional information that a user want to add, while the attribute value given further specifications. For example, a style element adding the color purple and the font family Varna will look like this. So, if we use this syntax, P style is equals to that is color dot purple font family. So this paragraph color make it like a purple color. That is, this is how we add a paragraph in HTML tag. Now, the href attribute and src attribute we can discuss. These are some attributes while we use any HTML coding, that is the width and height attributes, the alt attribute, longitudinal attribute, doc type HTML, whenever we use any document type XML or doc type definitions languages, we use doc type elements. Now, HTML language, that and body. So, close the body and close the HTML. The little attribute. This is some basic example of HTML. Now, the help of this example, another attribute, the HTML class, that is also one of the most important for development and programming of any HTML page. The class attribute adds style information that can work on different elements with the same class value. For example, we will use the same style for heading H1 and a paragraph P. We use H1 like H for heading and P stands for paragraph. The style includes like background color, text color, border, margin, padding, under the class dot important. So these are some extra style sheets, extra styles by which we can modify, or we can say that attractive, we can make our page more attractive. Next, this is some small example of HTML coding. That is, first of all, we need to write this HTML tag. Next is head, next is style, and whatever important part for any web, to make any web page attractive. This is background color, color is white, background solid black, margin 2px, padding. So these are some examples of HTML page that is be used in any to create any web page. Next is HTML tags and elements. So I already described what are the HTML tags. So a block level elements takes up the entire width of a page. It always starts a new line in the document. For example, a heading element will be in a separate line, by which to form a paragraph element, we can create a paragraph element. And in every HTML page, basically we use three tags, that is HTML, head and body. These three tags are mandatory for any HTML coding, coding for any web page. So what is the use of HTML tag? That is a root element that defines the whole HTML document. So this is called as a parent tag of any HTML coding. Now head, what is the basic use of head tag? That is, head tag holds meta information such as the page's title and chart set. That is use of head tag. Next is body. In body tag, we describe all the parts of HTML coding. That is, body tag encloses all the content that appears on the page. So any web page, whatever we create in any web page, all these things are held by body tag. Next is, this is also one example of HTML. That is, first of all, we need to write HTML tag. Next is head. In heading, meta information, head, close head tag. And body, in body, page content, whatever we need, like page, background, HTML forms, CSS coding, cascade style sheets, whatever we require, and close the body tag. And next is HTML tag, close the HTML tag. So this is some very basic program of any HTML page. Now other popular block level tags also included, such as heading tags, paragraph tags, and list tags. So in heading tags, in a single page we can create so many headings, like heading 1, heading 2, heading 3, 4, 5, 6, up to so on. So in heading tag, these range from H1 to H6, where the heading H1 is the largest in size, getting smaller as they move up to head 6. So H1 is the largest and H6 is the smallest heading size. Now next is paragraph tags. We can create so many paragraphs also in a single page. That is, all are enclosed using the paragraph tag. If we use this tag, paragraph tag, we can create so many paragraphs also as required. Now list tags. So basically there are two types of lists, that is ordered list and unordered list. And for ordered list, use this OL tag. This OL tag used for ordered list, and unordered list we can use UL tag. So these two types of tags have different variations. Use OL tag with the help of OL tag for an ordered list, and use UL for an unordered list. Then enclose individual list items using the LI tags. This is LI. This means is list tags. Now inline elements. What are the inline elements? And Inline elements formats the inner content of block level elements such as adding links and emphasized strings. Inline elements are most commonly used to format text without breaking the flow of the content. Now, this is one example of inline tag. That is, for example, a strong tag would render an element in bold, whereas EM embedded, this is EM tag, would show in italics, like in any Excel sheet and any Word document. When we use italic coding, we choose that type of content, and there is also facility provided by HTML coding, that is embedded tag. And hyperlinks are also inline elements that use by a tag, and here reference, we can provide that reference, click an image, and whenever we click that image, we that link sent to create a image, or that is also a inline element that can use a tag and reference attribute to indicate the links document. With the help of this link, we can get that page whatever we required. Next is HTML list. So what is the HTML list and what is the use of HTML list? That is basically a list records of short pieces of related information or used to display the data or any information in web pages in the ordered and unordered form. Ordered form, that like 1, 2, 3, it is ordered form. And whenever we use this single type of dots or that types of contents, all these are part of unordered forms. For instance, to purchase the item, we need to prepare a list that can either be ordered or unordered list, which helps us to organize the data and easy to find the item. So HTML list allows web developers to group a set of related items in list. Now, as I already discussed types of lists, there are basically two types of list, that is unordered list and ordered list. In unordered list, unordered list starts with dual tag, as I already discussed, and each list item starts with the li tag. This tag, the list items are marked with bullets, that is small black circles, or by default anything like this types of dots or any mark. This is also part of unordered list. This is the basically syntax of unordered list. Whatever whenever we require any we need to require or define any list, we use that type of list, that is list of items, unordered list. Now, in case of attribute, this tag contains two attributes which are listed below, that is compact and type. In compact, it will render as the list is smaller. Whenever we need to require our list smaller, then it specify basically for smaller any list. And type, what type of list, what kind of marker is used, whatever we require, that is, it is specifies which kind of marker is used in the list. HTML unordered list have various list items markers, that is we can see that this is simple, one of the simplest example of HTML coding, that is heading 1, heading 2. First of all, we need to set HTML tag. Second is body, H1 and H2. These are two headings, bullets H2 and unordered list. So heading H2 in case of unordered list, so we use bullets, and this is paragraph, this is a sheet, and basically this is this example, and this UL shows that this is unordered list, the example of unordered list. And after that we need to close the body tag and HTML tag further. So this is all about unordered list. Next is ordered list. In ordered list, I already told you that like A, B, C, or 1, 2, 3, 4, that type of list is considered as an ordered list. Whenever we required any order, any set of order, any set of protocols, we need to set this ordered list. And ordered list starts with the OL tag. This tag, OL tag. With the help of this OL tag, we start any ordered list, and whenever we need to close this tag, we use this paraphrasing. Now, an ordered list starts with OL tag. Each list items start with LI tag, and the list items are marked with the number by default. So these are some attributes of ordered list. First is compact. I already told whenever we need to compact our list, it defines the list should be compacted. And next is reversed. It defines that the order will be descending order. By default, it defines as ascending order, and whenever we use this reversed content, we define the descending order. Now, start and type. In start tag, it defines that from which number or alphabet the order will start, and in type content, it defines which type, like 1A, B, like we need to describe 1 and 1 part A, B, C. So we use this type tag. With the help of this type tag of order, we want in our list numeric alphabet or Roman numbers. So this is all in today's lecture HTML. Thank you so much.